Hello everybody, welcome back to the Novelist! Of course, this is Fixer. And there's a funeral. Last night, Linda got a phone call. Oh boy. Get my ass situated in my chair. Sorry for the squeaks. Alright, so someone died. Dan, big news! Got a call from Bracket Books in Eugene, and they want you to do a reading from Windsong. Maybe even some Q&A. Some book signings, all that good stuff. I think you should do it. In fact, I'm going to be pretty pissed if you don't. Oh no. So, wild guess, the book signing's going to be on the same day as the funeral. Oh, that's shitty. Bracket is a big outlet, so if this goes well, orders for the new book will definitely go up. I don't need to remind you how long it's been since Kramer's Way came out. If you don't keep your name out there, no one will even notice when you finish the new book, whatever it's called. Hell, speaking of the new one, why don't you read some of it too? Maybe the second chapter you sent me last month. That one was pretty good. Bracket Books, Eugene, the 21st. See you there. Paul. P.S. You know the long game, right? Nailing this one could mean a bigger advance on the next book. God damn it, I already see failure in my future. Mark the 21st of the month on your calendars for one day only. Watch the world-famous Fighter 5. I don't even want to read the rest of that. Freaking Tommy wants to go.
Anne, I just got off the phone with Mom. She told me about
Okay, so it's a grandma.
Joe. I know we expected it sooner rather than later, but this is hitting me so much harder than
crap. I was hoping it was going to be a long-lost aunt she's never met that doesn't care about.
Do you remember going to Grandma Joe's house after school on Wednesdays and playing until Mom got off work? How Grandma Joe always had a surprise for us? Even if it was just cookies in the oven, she'd always time it so the whole house would smell like them when we got there.
Cookies in the oven.
I hope the minister captures those little moments because they don't seem as little now. I wish the circumstances were different, but it will still be good to see you at the funeral. What am I saying? You probably won't even get this until after the funeral. I guess I just needed to write anyway. Love.
This one's going to be a rough one. I know it. Call Paul first thing tomorrow morning. Any possible way to move it? Is this thing announced yet? God damn it. Tommy! Let's go in his memories.
Is she in heaven?
I'm sure she is, honey.
Tommy, you're going to get screwed this time. Sorry. Oh, don't even give me the frowny freaking... Ugh! Draw something different. Look at this room, it is so drab. Put something up for Pete's sake. Instead of just working on a frowny face picture because you're frowny. Alright, Linda, where are you at? Boy.
We've been back from camping for 3 days, and I'm still buzzing. Before we left, I did some research and found 2 great hikes, and I put together enough food for us to cook every meal with a real fire instead of having to worry about hiking back to the car or going into Prineville for supplies. It was just what I needed. Sleeping under the stars, swimming in the lake, exploring new trails, even drinking a few beers by the campfire. Not a soul around but us.
This is going to be a tough one. Where's she at? Is she in here? Oh boy. Oof. This is not going to be easy. Visiting artist Linda Kaplan's show this week was the talk of the local art world, which we just read last time. It's still there, apparently. Okay. Dan, please tell me you got something to make things easier for me, bro. Keep on doing that. And again.
It's not that I don't like having fun, it's just there's a rhythm to writing, a routine, muscle memory. Trying to keep notes in a notebook isn't the same as sitting down to a blank page and feeling the silence, knowing that you've got to make that typewriter make some noise. There's certainly something to be said for getting away from your work for a bit, but there's no getting away from the book this late in the game. only a feeling that you're not working as hard as you should be. There's a busted mailbox on Bypass 66 to prove it.
Driving off the road with your damn family in the car, fool. Wait a minute. Wasn't there something up on top of that dresser that looked a lot like this sweater? That's what it looked like to me. Alright, where's Dan number 2? Uh-oh. Aww.
Lynn, I'm so sorry. Tell me what I can do.
Just be here for me.
Aw, that's a really sad scene. Alright, where am I at? You have found everything in Dan's memory. Okay. Alright.
Oh no.
Yep.
Joe's funeral's the same day as the signing
Knew
in
it.
Eugene. And Paul says
Of
they
course.
can't move it. He'll understand if I bail because he knows Linda, but Grovefield is a different
boy.
story. They won't give a damn why I missed it. They'll just get a memo and put it in a spreadsheet somewhere and write me off just a little bit more. And it's not just the timing. If I do the reading, I've got to get that chapter in shape.
Fantastic.
It's not even remotely ready for anyone to see it. Can't worry about what Paul says. He's my agent. He's supposed to stroke me. And what about Tommy?
Tommy's getting the short end of the stick one more time. Oh, gosh.
Most of you here knew my grandmother. For those who didn't, I truly wish you had. She was an example for all of us. Her warmth, her caring, and her smile were impossible to forget. It's still hard for me to believe she's gone. Without her, the world is...
Oh boy. I can't miss the funeral. Why couldn't it just been a long-lost aunt that she's never met? Son of a bitch. Tommy, more clues. What did I miss for Tommy? What did I miss for you, you little jerk? He needs to call and buy a ticket if he's coming to the funeral.
Oh, what if I walked out to the bluff to remember Grandma Joe and say goodbye. And on the way back, I started thinking about what it really means to have a family, to make that your focus. She seemed to take such joy in being surrounded by her family, providing for them, taking care of them. I hope I never took that for granted. When I got back to the house, a question hit me that I can't get out of my head. What will Tommy think about Dan and me when he gets older? And what if Tommy has kids of his own? I can't even begin to think of myself as a grandmother. I haven't even been a mother for that long, and I'm still feeling my way through what it means to be a good one. At least I'll always have an example. I miss you, Grandma Joe, and I'll never forget you. I promise. What if I...
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Alright, this must be Tommy's thing right here. Grandma Joe died, Tommy. Do some serious work on that chapter first. Oh, I don't know what to do. Alright, where's Tommy at? Well, obviously I'm not choosing Tommy yet again. The magazine says there are going to be tons of planes. So the decision is Dan and Linda, but who should I go first? I mean, obviously this person was a very important person in Linda's life, and she needs Dan there. What kind of compromise could go either way? I don't know. So if he compromised with his... maybe if he compromised with his thing, it could still happen. He just wouldn't be there.
Oh no. Joe's funeral's
But
the
it's a
same day as
signing.
the
You
signing
can't
in
do that
Eugene.
without a sign. What? It's a signing. He's got to be there. Oh, I don't even want to look at that. And a funeral. What kind of compromise would be with a funeral? Showing up afterwards?
Can't beat me.
I don't know what to do. I've chosen Linda like 3 times now. And then I think they did this purposely. It's like, you keep choosing her, now here's one that you can't not choose. Screw you guys. What to do? I'm really torn about this one. I know that I ought to do the funeral, but I haven't picked Dan to work on his book at all. And there it is. I gotta pick it there. Not the same stuff, isn't it? That doesn't change.
Hey, Mom. Hi.
Oh no. Joe's funeral's the same day as the signing in Eugene. And Paul says they can't move it.
All right, I'm actually curious what a compromise would be for a funeral. So I'm going with Dan first. Sorry, don't judge me. I'm curious what a compromise would be with a funeral. Okay. All right, let's get down. All right, there's something in here. The Diary of K. Williams. I cannot say that I feel better than I did upon arriving, for Jay is still gone. But I do feel a change. Some glimmer of a path is taking form in my mind. I cannot describe it other than the narrowing of thought. Perhaps time alone is to be thanked, or perhaps it is something else, something unknown. Today I drove to McClendon's to buy coffee, wine, and vegetables, although I was not due to run short of those for a few days more. I confess I went to hear human voices, to be around the living. I conversed with a pleasant couple, and it did me no small measure of good. My first words came out as a croak, and I realized I had not spoken in days. I know that feeling. A small reminder of my solitary days here, alone with my thoughts thinking of Jay, staring at the sea just over the cliff. Though I must confess that my gaze always drifts from the sea to the edge of the cliff. Oh no. Oh. May 8th. Which one was first? Alright, this one over here is first. Jay is gone and I am alone. That is the sum of it. No other thought enters my mind. Wed 38 years, now alone. A senseless accident has taken Jay from me. What I should do with myself I do not know. Money is no worry. Time, that is the thing. There's so much of it still ahead of me. I've been blessed with health, but that blessing is now a curse. It is nothing more than the curse of time alone, without Jay. I attempt to look ahead, but cannot envision a path without Jay. For so long, I had no need to imagine one. The children do not understand why I have come to this house alone, as they cannot understand my loss. Wow, that one's sad. This is a house of sadness. I don't want to be here anymore. Jeez. Sorry, boy. You're not getting it. I feel like at the end of this, my boy's going to be in therapy. Oh, wait, no. I want to... He needs to call, so my guess is I need to use the phone? Yeah. Oh, and then I need to go to him. I keep forgetting that. Oh, I have a bad feeling about this. Oh boy. Dan knew his books had drifted almost completely out of the public eye, and he couldn't turn down the chance to get his work back into the literary spotlight. He drove to Eugene on the 21st and was surprised to see a line out the door of Bracket Books Paul had delivered. Dan wasn't completely happy with the chapter he read, but the crowd certainly seemed to like it. He left Eugene with a confidence boost that carried him for days. Aww. He knew he couldn't ignore Grandma Joe's passing completely, though, so he flew into Denver the night before the funeral and attended the visitation. He was on the ground for less than 12 hours before having to fly back out, and Linda was hurt that he didn't go to the services as well, but she knew he was trying to make the best of a difficult situation. Alright, that's not so bad. Oh, God. Tommy has ceased to learn how to read and write. When Dan told Tommy they wouldn't be able to go to the show, Tommy had a crying fit and tried to tear up the magazine. It worried his parents. He hadn't thrown a fit like that in almost a year. It was exactly the kind of thing they'd hoped to avoid by spending the summer in such a quiet, peaceful place. God damn it. As July came to an end, the Kaplans' lives had developed a pattern. Dan finished his first draft, and he almost ran into the mailbox to send a copy to Paul. He knew it was good, and he wanted to show his agent that he was close to something great. If he could just keep it together a little longer, he would have a book he was proud of. Okay, that's okay. On Friday, Dan and Linda both knocked off early, took Tommy to his aunt's house, and drove to a bed and breakfast. They barely left their room. The guests in the room below complained about the noise, but the owner, who assumed that Dan and Linda were on their honeymoon, offered to move the guests to a different room instead. Oh boy, this isn't going to be good. And on the following Tuesday, Tommy put on an art show in the den, explaining his drawings to his parents one by one. Linda was enthusiastic, but Dan couldn't have shown less interest or support. He barely paid attention, and at one point he criticized the proportions in a drawing. God damn it, Dan! Linda was aghast, and Tommy was devastated. He tore up the drawing and ran out the room. Son of a bitch, Dan, you stupid asshole. They still had a month left, but Dan's chances to change the course of the summer were growing fewer. Okay, end of the month. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.